come with me to go for a walk in the park. I started off the day with some hydration, but of course I couldn't go anywhere without a cup of coffee. Then I braided my hair. It's the only way for me to contain it without getting a headache. I grabbed a small bag and a hat and I was ready to go. It looked like a beautiful day for a walk, but I knew I wasn't quite prepared. So I stopped on the way to buy sunscreen and I settled on this stick sunscreen, which is super convenient. Then there was a short bus ride to the park and a brief pause before I started to drink water and apply sunscreen. And then I was off. I enjoyed the scenery and I hope you do too. I just stopped for my first water break. I've been walking for about 11 minutes. My plan was to just stop every 10 minutes and have some water. But I just ended up taking the water bottle out of my bag because then I can just sip as I go without having to stop. Which means I need to get a water bottle that's easier to walk with. This is great for like when I'm at home or working or whatever and it's just sitting on my desk. But it is not good for walking, because it's just, it's just a nuisance to carry. So I'm going to be on the lookout for a bottle that's better for walking with. Also, this is just for my own notes. My right instep is aching very slightly, kind of coming and going, definitely not enough to make me stop. Like, it's not as bad as that. But I'm just noting that it is there. Could be a sign that I need some new shoes. I have been using these shoes for a good couple of years, so, and I've been using them for like daily wear, so they've been getting a lot of use. Back to walking. Just went up a bit of an incline and the outside of my left foot started to ache a little bit. And this happened on the treadmill the other day when I was inclining the treadmill. So I don't know if this is to do with my shoes or with whatever's going on with me physiologically. Am I concerned? Not really. It's very mild and it does kind of go away, but I also know that if this kind of thing goes unchecked, it could escalate. So I'm keeping an eye on it because I've got a mountain to climb in 2 years and I'm not letting a sore foot get in my way. So my walk is done. I went for 40 minutes. This was my first kind of intentional walking workout. I did a walking workout last weekend, but it was accidental. I just stayed out on the trail longer than I intended. Today I actually set out to do this walk and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was part of my workout, but it was also experimental. I've been watching a lot of videos about hiking and mistakes beginner hikers make and things to do, things not to do. And something every single video says is make sure you test your gear. And that was true back in my running days as well. As a long distance runner, we had this this rule of thumb, which was don't try anything new on race day. And I think the same probably goes for hiking. Don't try anything new on a big hike. These short walks that I'm doing at this stage of my training, this is the perfect opportunity for me to experiment with things like this water bottle, which is great for hydrating at home, not so great out on the trail. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get a better water bottle for walking. And there were a couple of other things I wanted to try out, like different terrains, and I achieved that on this walk. I walked on at least 3 different surfaces. There was varied elevations, uphills, downhills, all of that kind of stuff. I wanted to see if this shirt would work, if this backpack would work. This is the backpack I've been using. I got it in Amsterdam at the train station when the bag I had with me at the time broke. So this was kind of an emergency purchase. The fact that it's got straps on it just makes it easier. And I think it's fine for a short, like 40-minute walk like this one. Nothing wrong with it. The shirt is great. I actually got this. This was back from my running days. It's the only tech shirt I have that fits, so I need to get more tech shirts. So other than that, this has been a fantastic walk. I've really liked it. Sweating like nobody's business, but that's par for the course. It's a hot day. I should also mention that I did forget to put my first aid kit in my bag, and that's something I never really want to forget. And it's not like I've got a huge first aid kit. That's something else the hiking videos will say, is don't overpack your first aid kit. My first aid kit is, it's a little bigger than credit card size, and it's got a few band-aids in it and some headache pills, and I think that's about it. It's tiny, it's super lightweight, but I didn't need it today, but I always want to have it with me just in case. So that's something I will remember for next time. And now I'm just taking a bit of a rest and enjoying the tranquility before I head back home. So I'm going to leave you with these peaceful park sounds.